Stephanie here, and today's workout is going to be a basic yoga flow practice. So if you are new to yoga, this is going to be a really great place to start. We're going to be doing a lot of breathing and moving together. You won't need any equipment for this yoga practice, just maybe a mat and some space to move around. But before we get started, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button down there in the corner if you haven't done so already. It really, really does help me out. Click the like button on this video. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started finding our mountain pose. So we're gonna anchor the four corners of our feet into the floor. Think about pressing that down, and then everything else is gonna draw up and in. So we'll activate through the thighs as if you're drawing your kneecaps towards the crease line of your hips. Belly draws in, tailbone releasing. We're gonna lengthen through our side ribs as we allow our shoulders to release down the back, lengthening through the crown of the head. And take just a moment to close your eyes. And take a few deep breaths. Allowing yourself to breathe deeply and completely today, all the way down into the base of your spine, all the way up under your collarbones. So as we're ready, we can blink our eyes open, and we're going to start to add a little bit of movement into those big deep breaths today. So as we inhale, we're just going to reach those arms up, 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 up. And then as we exhale, we're going to press our arms down. So I want you to imagine that's almost like you're moving through honey today. Like the air has just a little bit of resistance as the arms go up and down. Big inhale, big exhale. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see this one a little bit better. This time as we inhale, we're going to reach up. Now as we exhale, we're going to soften the knees, hinge forward, lengthen the spine, swan dive coming forward. And then we're going to inhale, come back up. So we're folding from the hips, and I encourage you here to bend your knees as much as you need to in order to be comfortable. Hinging forward, lengthening up. Now from here, we'll hinge forward, but I want you to keep going. So now we're in our standing forward fold. So again, bend your knees as much as you need. You'll notice mine are pretty bent here because that's what feels better for my hamstrings. Lengthen through your spine so your tailbone is the furthest thing up there. And then just let gravity do its thing so you can hang out here. Now from here in our standing forward fold, let's go ahead and walk our hands onto our shins, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward. So we're taking the bump out of our back. Now I want you to really draw in with those deep core muscles. So we're supporting a nice long neutral spine. So we're hinging at the hips, tailbone goes back, heart center and crown of the head are lengthening forward. One more big inhalation here, and then as we're exhaling, folding ourselves forward again to our standing forward fold. Next inhalation, let's find our flat back first, and then we're going to take that flat back up to standing, and then we'll exhale our hands together at heart center. So all of that with our breath. Take your time. Big inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, hinging at the hips, diving over your legs, standing forward fold. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, halfway lift. Exhaling to our forward fold. Inhale, finding our flat back first. Let's engage those glutes. Rise all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Again, big inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward, standing forward fold. Big inhalation, halfway lift. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhale, finding your flat back, rising tall to stand. Exhaling, hands to heart center. This time we inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward to our standing forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, releasing to a forward fold. Let's plant our hands here. And we're gonna step back one knee at a time so that we're coming onto all fours. So our shoulders are right over the crease line of the wrist. Engage down into the floor with your hands. So it's like you're pushing into the mat to make like an even palm print here so that we can lengthen through the spine, finding neutral. Now from our neutral position, let's tip the pelvis forward so the tailbone lifts, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, opening your chest. Now as we exhale, tucking the tail, rounding through the back, so tailbone dropping down between the knees. Inhale, lift your tail, open your chest, extending into cow pose. Then we exhale, tuck the tail, rounding into cat. Nice and easy, right? Lengthening through the spine as we breathe in. Breathing out, tuck your tail, round your back. Can we do that 2 more nice, big, deep breath cycles? Breathing all the way into your low belly. Now from here, let's move our hips back towards our heels. Walk your hands forward, releasing into extended child's pose. Activating through the arms. So again, even palm print into the floor with those hands, shoulders releasing away from the ears. Let's shift forward, tucking our toes so that we can hinge at the hips, exhaling the hips up and back. Coming into our very first downward facing dog of the day. Now if you want to here, we can start to bicycle the heels, walk the dog, but I want you to think about keeping that spine long as we're active through the arms here. Tailbone is reaching back and away. Remembering we can always come to child's pose whenever we need. Now from here, we'll inhale. Oh, this is the fun part. We're gonna shift forward and find plank. So shoulders are over the crease line of the wrist, belly draws in. So we are in a nice, long, straight line. So just for right now, we're all gonna drop to our knees, uncurl the toes, creases of the elbows face in front of us. I want you to keep that plank spine as we shift forward. Hug your elbows in as we're breathing out, lowering down, and then not a moment too soon, coming down onto our stomachs. Shoulders drawing down and away, hugging the elbows in. Let's imagine we're pushing our yoga mat back behind us as we gently engage through the belly. Inhale, start to float the chest up. So imagine you're pushing your mat back to lengthen your chest forward. So this one is all about the strength of our back. So I want you to really think about using those little muscles that surround the spine instead of your hands. So you can do a little baby cobra check here. And then as we're ready to do so, releasing down, shifting through all fours, tucking the toes, lengthening up and back to downward facing dog. So take a second here to reset yourself in your down dog, lengthening through the spine. Let's put just that much together with our breath. Inhaling forward to plank, dropping the knees as we exhale, shift, lowering down, inhaling through our baby cobra, exhale. Inhale, pushing through all fours, back to downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhaling, finding plank. Dropping your knees, shift. Exhale, low plank. Inhaling to our baby cobra. Exhale, tuck and lift. Easing into down dog, and let's stay here for 2 nice big deep breaths. Now, as we're ready to do so, let's look forward between those thumbs. And we're gonna start to walk our feet to our hands, revisiting our standing forward fold. Let yourself reorganize here in your forward fold. Let yourself hang out. Now, as we inhale, walk your hands to your shins, lengthening to our halfway lift. Belly draws in. Exhaling to our forward fold. Inhale, flat back first, coming all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands to heart center. So what if I told you we could put that all together with our breath? You want to try it? Let's go. We're going to inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward to our standing forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on your next inhale, stepping back to plank. Find that strong plank. Next exhale, returning the knees to the floor, shift. Lowering down, low plank. Inhaling to our baby cobra. Exhale, tuck and lift. Downward facing dog. Big inhale, let's look forward between the hands, stepping up 1 foot at a time, finding our forward fold. Next inhalation, halfway lift. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhale, finding your flat back all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands to heart center. So let's try that one more time. Big inhale, lifting up. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward to our standing forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Plant your hands, stepping back to our plank. So take a nice big deep breath in here, dropping your knees. Exhale, shift. Low plank. Inhaling to baby cobra. Exhaling, let's find downward facing dog. And we're gonna stay here. So this is our last downward facing dog of our practice. Let's get like every last little bit of down dog stretchy awesomeness out of this one. So moving around in whatever way might feel really, really good for you today. Just let yourself relax. And when you feel like you've been in downward facing dog long enough, returning the knees to the floor, settling back into child's pose. Walking our hands in. Let's shift our legs off to the side so that we can come onto our mats, finding whatever your happy, comfortable seated position is today. So we're going to anchor those sits bones down. Let's slide our hands out and away. So we're going to open that space across the collarbones. Inhale, take your right arm up, and then we're going to exhale, stretch. Up and over, so just enjoying this stretch here. Nice and easy. And let's use the strength of the core to come back to center. Left arm lifts this time and stretching over to the side. So just take your time here. Our way back up to center. Shake out your arms and let's allow our arms to just rest in our laps. Shoulders relax and take a moment to close your eyes here. Settling back into your breath. As you're ready to do so, just blink your eyes open. We'll draw our hands to heart center. Light within me honors and salutes the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this basic flow practice. So what we went through today was just a little bit of a variation on your Sun Salutation. It's a really great place to start if you're interested in Vinyasa style yoga. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.